Welcome back to What the Ep podcast. Today's topic is about cars, car world, car culture. What I think about the car culture as far as in all. I just got back from St. Louis not too long ago. Had a fun time back home. Me and my daughter had a fun time. But on to it. So I want to talk about the car culture. There's several different categories of car culture that I like to bring up. You got one category where you got the N word. You got another category where you got racers. You got another category where you got preppies. You got another category where you got uppity people. It's a couple more categories I'm gonna go through, but one thing I'm gonna start to say about one culture in the car community that I don't particularly like, but I like at the same time, the Dodge community. So I own a Dodge Challenger Scat Pack wide body Challenger. Love that car, love it to death. Hate the stigma that comes with it. Anybody that drives a Dodge Challenger, Charger, or any type of Dodge product, you can do Dodge Durango. You can do even a Jeep Cherokee. Anything that's Stellantis based or anything that's Mopar based, it gets a bad rep. The sad part about it is that like I still want one of those cars, but I said when I get older I get one. The stigma when you buy a Scat Pack, Hellcat, 5.7, hell, even a GT Charger or anything that's a V6, or anything that's Mopar related, you're going to get stigmatized like you a nigga. Just going to say it. You're going to think you a nigga, a person that don't know nothing about cars. You go to car shows. The only people that really get like good vibes from car shows that drive those type of cars is generally people that are white. And just be honest with y'all. The fishbowl Chargers that you can see right through them. They not doing no extra stuff. But nah, strike that. I take that back. You notice in the car culture when you have black people that are driving like Chargers and Challengers and stuff like that. You notice they expect them like, oh yeah, they're gonna do some takeover stuff. They're gonna do a spin out or something like that. They gonna burn out, do it something like that. But if a white person, I ain't mean like getting no racial or anything like that, but I'm being straight up. But if a white person pulls up in a Hellcat and like the person that cars and coffee, all this other stuff, they gonna be like, oh yeah, that's what's up. But they see somebody with my skin complexion, and they like, oh, here we go. I got a couple people back home in St. Louis. They all couple like drive Mopars. I got George. He drives a built Chrysler 300. It's a guy named Hemi Timmy. He drives a Galaxy Hellcat. I can only imagine the hate and the hype that he gets for that because he's only let's see, he graduated 2 years ago, a year ago, 2 years ago. Timmy graduated 2 years ago, so that means he's just 20 years old and he drives like over 1,000 horsepower Hellcat. I'm pretty sure when he go places, he get looked at so many different ways. George, he drives a Chrysler 300. He might not get the same stigma. He's a little older too, but like almost everybody else in St. Louis, including like people I said, like they get looked at like crazy. When I had the Dodge Challenger, I had locks and everything like that. Like they were small locks too, so I looked like a YN when I was driving it. It's another person that back home named Big 392. I ain't gonna give his real government name, but he drives a SRT 392, the original. I think it's 2015. I want to say is when they first came out with those. And well, he loves the hype. It's people like him that feed off that stuff. So like you got people like Big 392 that feed off that hate that people hate when we pull up. Doing that extra stuff, doing that, have the girls twerking on the cars, have all the other people doing all that stuff. He feeds off that, and like his channel grows off that. And you know what? I can't hate him for that. I can't, cause he doing his thing. And let me see. It was me, Big 392, 707 Jeezy. Like I ain't trying to get no government names out here. 707 Jeezy. What is it? Nail. Yeah, I can say Nail. That ain't his government name. It was a bunch of us. Like I could like roll y'all a couple videos. I was always that dude that just had the Mustang. Like I had a Challenger only for like 6 months. That's it. It got busted into twice. One of them. And I was just like, one, I didn't want to get stolen because I genuinely liked the car. I traded that car in and got me another Mustang. And like, I still got that Mustang to this day right now. That was back in 2021. But I was always that person in a Mustang. But like, my stigma when I'm saying like with the car culture is that like, us as black people that get these nice and expensive cars, all people think about us is that, oh, they got high credit scores. They thinking about nothing about like, oh, credit score 21%, all that other stuff. That's all they think about. And that's how they be putting us down, the car culture. And like, the hate that Mopar owners get is so like sad, because like I feel for it, because there's actually genuinely people out here that drive Mopars so that they're actually into the cars and stuff like that, and they for the community. But you got a lot of people that just look down on, like, majority of these people that's in cars and coffee. Cars and coffee people is probably the worst people I hate being around, because as soon as I hop out the car, whether I'm in the Challenger I was in or in the Mustang I in, they look at my car and they be like, oh, that's nice. I like that. But as soon as I hop out the car, you got Becky, Jennifer, and George. Oh dang, my homeboy named George. Becky, Jennifer, and Fredrickson. Dang, that's a black name too. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. All I'm trying to say is that as soon as I hop out the car, they looking at the car, they like, ooh, this is nice. But as soon as I walk out the car and everything like that, it's just like, look the other way. Car culture is so, I think car culture is the modern day, like the most where people can be the most racist in the car culture. I'm an advocate for it. I've seen it. I forget it. I'm gonna toot my own horn. I'm probably one of the coldest people when it comes to like making a car look how it can look. I done changed my Mustang I don't know how many colors. I done got so many compliments when people don't know behind the wheel of that car that it's me. But as soon as they see a black person behind the wheel of that car, it's like, okay, never mind. And that's the same thing that people get, because you know why? I'm in, quote unquote, a Mustang is a white person's car. And just keep it a buck. But when they see a black people in a Mopar, they be like, oh, figures. Of course you are. Of course you drive a Scat Pack. It's almost like the stigma with a black person, like, oh, of course you got a Rottweiler. Like dang, like that's car culture to me is not the same like how it used to be like years ago. Like years ago, car culture was like so fun. Like you can go down what we call Hall Street and go race, have fun, good times and everything like that. But I ain't gonna fake it and lie and like not say, just keep it a buck, that YNs didn't mess it up. The people that came in with them Kia Optimas, them Altimas, that was stealing those cars just so they can go around and steal the Hellcats and everything to make us look bad. Just to be honest, that's how the car culture got changed and everything like that. We set up like little car events back in the day where it was like it wasn't a takeover. Like the thing is going on right now, it would takeovers. We didn't do takeovers. We did pull up to a parking lot where it's empty and nobody's there and actually like spin and like have fun. Like it was genuine fun. We called it Open the Door. We had Open the Door Part 1, Open the Door Part 2, Open the Door Part 3. But then like, I'm not gonna lie, I genuinely feel like in St. Louis that we all did start like that car kind of slideshow type of stuff, like that made it kind of big. A lot of us just got ahead of ourselves, just to be honest, and like kind of went a little bit further and just started doing takeovers. And takeovers was like, in other states and everything like that. But in St. Louis, we wasn't doing that. And then we started doing that, and then that's when people just started veering off. People started bringing ARs and stuff like that, thinking it's cool. Like, like it's fun to be in the car world and stuff like that. And like, you gotta, I don't even know. I just think it's little dick syndrome. When people be coming out there with their ski masks and they ARs, I'm like, I feel like it's little dick syndrome. I'm like, bro, what you bringing that out for? We sliding cars. And you out here with your girl, and your girl in somebody else's car. That's one thing. That, you know what? That's probably why. That's why them dudes that came out there with them ski masks and AR and stuff like that, with all them guns, because you knew your girl's gonna hop in one of them cars with us. and go sliding. That's why. Like, I done seen it too many times. Like, I remember when I used to actually slide, like, on a daily basis, stuff like that. Like, people used to hit my DM saying, like, hey, can I ride in the car with you? Can I ride in the car with you? And I was just like, the thing about me is I was like, yeah, sure. As soon as it get to happening, I'm like, nah, girl, I don't want your ass in my car. Go on. I don't like people in my car. But, like, I done seen it so many times. I think the real reason why people be having them ARs and everything like that is because they got little dick syndrome, and they the ones that's driving them Altimas, and we got them Hellcats, Scat Packs, Mustang GTs, Camaro SSs. We got all them cars, and they just dealing with people. They gotta go home in a Kia Optima. What's another one? Clapped out Hondas, all that other stuff. But no, all I'm saying is that, like, in the car culture, that is the real reason why I believe that a lot of people bring out ARs and stuff like that. Because, like, why y'all bringing that out when we just spinning cars, having fun? Like, it got to the point where, like, yeah, when I go out to places, stuff like that, I make sure I'm, I got my stuff on me. But I ain't got no AR, like, hanging on me right here, another one right here, and then got two Glocks in my pocket. Like, and mind you, like, majority of these people that's doing this, they like a good... they like a good 17, 18. What could bring the car culture back is that, like, people need to start, like, if you want to really, like, have fun and, like, get out, start doing legal pits. Stop doing these takeovers and stuff like that. That's not cool, for real. Like, people be dying, literally, people would straight be dying at these takeovers. And I ain't even talking about the people that actually participate in the takeovers. I'm talking about the people that, like, get, like, the traffic that's in the back. I remember a story that I forgot, that dude in blue said something like that, where, like, there was a person that was dying and they needed to go to the hospital, and they ended up dying because of a takeover. Like, people don't really realize, like, how dangerous that is. I ain't saying don't have fun, don't spend your car, nothing like that. Hey, but for real though, leave the guns at home. Leave the guns at home. Like, all right, you ain't gotta leave your gun at home. I get it. Like, you gotta protect yourself. Get that. But there is no reason why you should have an AR on one hand, another AR. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, 2 ARs, a Draco going across, and 2 Glocks in your pocket. Like, I'm an advocate of saying, yeah, I like spinning my car. I like having fun. That was fun. It was expensive, but it was fun. Like I said, y'all can just leave that at home. That's how y'all bring the car culture back. That's why everybody cracking down on it. But now the new thing is you gotta do legal pits. That's the only way. Cause if you don't, like, it's gonna be a bunch of mess. I ain't gonna fake it. A lot of my homeboys that I used to mess with back in St. Louis when we was cool and stuff like that, hot-headed, they feed off that. And I think, I ain't gonna fake it, I blame some of them that why the YNs is why they is in St. Louis. Cause y'all boosted it up to the highest. I ain't gonna lie, I say I didn't boost up enough, because I did go to a couple of them. But then, like, I just started saying, like, man, this is crazy. Like, this is straight crazy. Like, but I ain't taking away of having fun. If you say it's a legal pit there, you gonna see me there. Like, you gonna see me there, and I'm gonna show up myself. But the car culture as a whole, as far as, like, part one that I'm saying about this, is just basically about, like, how the reason why people, like, judge us the way they do. Because takeovers is the majority of people that drive Scat Packs, Chargers, and that's pretty much it. Or any type of Dodge or Stellantis product. Well, I get right back to it, because those are the majority of people that are sliding them. And they're easy to slide. They're easy to spin. But that's why they look at us. But my message too, also too, is for the culture. Like, just because, a black person drive a Scat Pack or a Hellcat, that don't mean we stole it. That don't mean that we didn't buy it. We didn't purchase it. And you know what? Let's just say that, yeah, their interest rate might be high. So they paying for it. If anything, y'all giving us more credit. We can afford something that's, like, super high interest rate while y'all get the better rate. So if anything, more money in our pocket. that we is producing more than y'all. So just to keep it a buck, like y'all could talk about black people having high interest rate on these Dodge Charger Hellcat Challenges and everything like that. But guess what? If we got high interest rate and our car notes is like what, $1,400, $1,500, and your Hellcat prices is only like what, $750, $800. Oh, okay, cool. Guess what? We making that payment. We paying that money. That's all I'm saying. Everybody that drive Hellcat, Scat Packs, Trackhawks, Red Eyes, they didn't steal them. We worked our ass off to get them. I'm getting a little too deep into that, but this is part one. I'm just talking about the slider right now. I'm going to get a little bit more into like the car community and stuff like that, about what I feel about every type of nostalgia really that people think. I'm going to get my daughter some chicken. Hey, it's been real. Thank y'all for listening. Adalia, I'm recording. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for listening. I'm about to get out.